guess sometime tomorrow I'm gonna schedule a video for a different type of ASMR, like entirely. I guess it's gameplay of something. It's gameplay of this game that some people hate, some people like, and I guess I'll just run a few games of it, ASMR oriented, and see how that goes. It's been a little minute. I've been kind of busy. By a little minute, I don't know, it's been like maybe 4 days. It hasn't been that long, but I just like making it seem like it's been so long that I've been away for. But yes, again, my name is Jaymo's ASMR, and in every video, we're gonna do a verse of the day. So today's verse, as we have here, is Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And it's just a good reminder to remember that there's a lot of things in a day that you do that is bad, and there's a lot of things in a day that you do that is good. And do not dwell on the bad, for you do so many things that are praiseworthy, admirable, and lovely. That should be your main focus, to do that as much as you can. Well, with that out of the way, again, my name is Jaymo'sAsmr, and I'm gonna go grab my, binder of goods. You could say it like that. And we'll just go through, a little bit of my collection of some Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And, we'll just see how that is. And, just sit back, relax, and get some Z's. I have this box of a lot of goodies, okay? And I don't know if you can tell, but I opened pretty recently a Surging Sparks box. I don't know where the other cards went. I got robbed. I opened it around some friends. Not playing. But I just opened a Surging Sparks pretty recently. I gotta kind of put all the cards away. I haven't gotten a chance. But besides that, I've got this first binder here. This first binder has a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards. Like, as you can see, there's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in here. I'm a bigger Yu-Gi-Oh fan than Pokemon fan. But I've been getting into Pokemon, and all my Pokemon stuff is kind of separate. But this has a little bit of both. Like, there is some. These are like some of the Surging Spark cards that I got. I think I already sleeved up a lot of the good ones. I've just got some, Pikachus and other cards in there. Like, as you can see, there's Pikachu right there. Sorry, I'm holding it funny. Pikachu the goat, He's got 70 HP. He's got Pikabolt and Growl, lightning type. I never really understood how to play Pokemon entirely. I did play it like once with a friend, and it seems like it's a lot of energies, and I like the matter of like evolving a card once it's been there for a turn, and then you can evolve it with something. I forgot how entirely it works, but I like that. Every round is a build up to what's your next move, and a lot of cards have special abilities that allow them to just be used. I can't think of somebody, but I think there's a Radiant Greninja card, and you can attack a benched Pokemon or something. Or there's another card that gives him 2 water energies back or something. Next up, I have these two Yu-Gi-Oh deck boxes. Now these are like some of my main decks for Yu-Gi-Oh. I think there's 3. I have like 4 or 5 maybe. I think now if you're a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you'll understand what these are. But even if you're not, this one will, still catch your eye. This is my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. And I think that's like damn near the most popular card besides like Magician Girl or like Dark Magician. But Blue Eyes White Dragon is Kiba and Dark Magician and like Magician Girl and Kuribo and all of them. That's Yugi's deck if I'm not mistaken. But this is my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. It's got a nice little, you'll hear it. A nice like styrofoam, I guess, or that sticky part. Now we could go through this deck, I guess. Now Blue Eyes White Dragon decks are kind of fun, just because it's a lot of normal monster and then like special cards that use normal monster stuff. Now I know I said this is a Pokemon, so we'll get to that straight after this. But there's some cool cards in here. I'll just go through like the extra deck. We won't go through the actual deck. And then maybe just like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, wherever he might be, I'll put him to the front. There he is. A really cool version of Blue Eyes White Dragon is Toon. Toon Blue Eyes White Dragon looks very funny. It is a very cool card. But that's besides the point. Okay, to start, we have Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. Now this card does some crazy fucking work. Oh, excuse my language. It does some crazy work. He has like 1 billion moves, 1 billion effects, lots of damage. He has 4,500 attack and 3,800 defense. We've got Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Blue Eyes Burst Indigo's Eyes. Now this card's kind of cool. I think I have a like shiny version of him somewhere. I think maybe this is it. Now this is a synchro card. It uses a certain type of way to get summoned. You can't really see the name because it's white. It really sucks the quality. But it's Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Spirit with eyes of blue. The Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. And then of course the card that everyone knows and loves is Blue Eyes White Dragon. This guy is like one of my favorite cards. I even have a Funko Pop of him that is sealed and all that. So I love Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's a nice fun card. So simple yet so strong. He doesn't do anything. He just has 3,000 attack. And there's so many ways to bring him out like that. Very quick, very easy. Just like he just comes out and he does work. You know what I mean? Now another time in another video, we'll go through more of my main decks here. But my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is just because it's my favorite card. Now let's put this away too. Now let's move these surging sparks like things here. I'm gonna move you to the side for a second.
But here we have a collectibles of Yu-Gi-Oh! These guys fell out. That's no bueno. I don't know where they were, so we'll just put them in an empty slot. I think they were there. We have a lot of my original Yu-Gi-Oh cards in here from like the 90s or 2000s, like Mystical Elf, Royal Magical Library from 1996. Some of these cards are now mixed with newer cards, as I use a lot of my cards in decks. I think an OG card in here that is like really old that I have is like Summon Skull. Some people may know Summon Skull. Labyrinth Wall right here is an old card. But yeah, a lot of these cards are very, very old. And most of them actually are kind of new now. I switched up a lot. Like number 39 Utopia. That card is an OG card. I think you got it when you buy a beginner deck. We've got a lot of things in here. A lot of cool things. I've got a lot of the new decks in here too, like the Live Twins and the Evil Twins. I've got the Magistus. I forgot what it's called, but they're like food. They're food. It's something, the name of them. I've got like the Rainbow Dragon in here with the that whole set. Like this card is very old. This card right here is very old. A lot of these cards are just very, very old. They're from like probably before I was even born. And back in the 90s. But we're not here for Yugioh anymore. We're here for Pokemon. The very fun section. Now, I used to trade a lot of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like in school. So some of these might not be real. I just want to give a heads up. I actually do not know if some of these are real or not. I traded these when I was like 9 years old, like 10, 9. So like I know there's some old cards in here that I've seen like on the internet that are like really rare, but I don't know if they're actually worth anything because they're probably not real. But I'm gonna just go through like the first 2 pages and then we're gonna call it there, because this video would be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long, and that's crazy. I don't know if I have a fan base yet to be doing something like that, you know what I mean? But eventually I could. But even then, that's not really why I do this. It just helps me, think straight sometimes. Now to start. These gloves do not help, I'm gonna be honest. But we have I think Delphon EX. This angle is really hard, but it is a Delphon EX. Can't really see it, but it's right there. Better yet, I think I'll just hold it up to you guys and we'll go through it. Now we have this page here. And this page has a lot of cards, as you can see. There is a Latios at the bottom here, a Charizard, a Slowbro, a black, I forgot his name, a black Cureman. I I just traded for in school. You know, when I was a little child, just doing things. Then we've got these cool cards here. They're kind of falling out. I have to hold them up. We've got a little Charmander. Oh shoot. Not Delphion. You got stuck. Hold on. I'll do it down here. And just pull you in closer. You're coming with me, boss. So we have an Onyx. Now that card there is very black and messed up. And I don't know if my camera will focus. But we have a Kadabra, an Onyx. These guys are kind of cool, you know. We've got a Charmander, and an Abra, and then this guy right here. I actually do not know his name. It's like a Gross or something. He's not an insanely cool card, but you know he's an interesting card that I just like the way he looks, so I kept. But then we have a lot of other cards here. Give me 1 second. I think they're flipped for y'all, but I can take it out real quick and then flip it. So we've got a Dragonite, a Pikachu, a Kangaskhan. You know, a lot of these cards, I really don't know if they're worth even like 5 cents. Like I just kind of collect them to collect them. You know what I mean? Just some that I think look cool. Whatever catches my eye. A lot of these are just random little things though. But, you know, it's just something that I like doing. You know, it's fun collecting cards and just going with the flow and enjoying things that, you know, I was like 9 when I wrote this. This says Pokemon. List. So, you know, I wrote that when I was like 4 years old and was just collecting cards for no reason and just doing whatever. It's really all I ever used to do. Oh, and then I have this cool Mega Rayquaza card, but he is beat to all hell. You probably can't really see the video. If I bring it a little closer, maybe you can see that it's a little beat up. But this Mega Rayquaza card is like my pride and joy. I got this when I was actually like 10 years old. Like, he is very cool, and I always thought you could see it there, like the little cut in his face. But he's a cool looking card. He's really awesome. He's just very beat up and very destroyed. But I forgot how to tell if something's rare. I think at the bottom of a card, it has like stars down here, and it lets you know how rare it is. It's down here. But that's it for now. That is all of my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Not really. I have like 2 other binders, but my Pokemon collection is really small. I'm trying to develop it a little more and, you know, try to build a love for it, as I'm a little late to the party. But if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to, you know, like, subscribe. Let me know if there's any recommended like things you guys would like in like my second video. Dude, really helped me in understanding like really like some things I could change. Like in this video, I changed the quality of my camera a little bit. I'm gonna raise the gain on my mic a little bit because he said it was a little quiet, and that's not good. You know, ads are loud. So just a few little nitpicks that I'd love if you guys could recommend.